All right, got these lives started. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Hope everyone's doing wonderful, magnificent, and great. I know I am. Feeling good. Feel real positive. It's all good. We got an up and coming webinar jumping off January 1st. For more information, go to jonahbay.com. It's the tax injunction webinar. It's going to make it that none of y'all is going to have to pay taxes anymore. Constitutionally, they can't make you pay taxes, right? I'm going to show you how. I already used it, already worked, not just for me. I didn't just do it alone. I tried it on several people, including myself, because it was no biggie. I ain't never really paid taxes because I had everything in trust, right? Own nothing, control everything. But they're working on giving me back all the money I've ever paid in taxes. Who else out there need a refund like that? You know what I mean? I was making over six figures soon as I started working, like 18 for NASA. I was making over six figures. They took taxes like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I want all that money back from day one. I know you do too. So go to jonahbay.com to get information for the tax injunction webinar. Now, Monday, I had talked about that same shit, taxes. So tonight, I'm going to read a case called Pollock versus Framers Loan Trust Co. This case is dealing with taxes, income taxes. Back in 1894, it was already decided the shit was unconstitutional, but they've been hiding the information from y'all. They waited for all them people to die. So generations, 2, 3 generations, so no one would remember and be able to say, yo, this shit unconstitutional. So let's get into it. In Pollock versus Framers Loan, the trust company, the income tax case 1894, 157 U.S. 29. Although much difference from the opinion was manifested in the court as to some of the questions involved. As to one, that is the lack of authority in the United States to include the amount of income subject to taxation by the United States money derived from interest on municipal bonds. And the court was unanimous. Assistant Attorney General Winfrey of the United States, Herbert B. Turner, for the appellee Farmers Loan Trust Company, James C. Carter, and all that. These are the actual lawyers. And it says Fuller. In the case of Hyde versus Trust Co., 15 supplement to CT 717 petitions for rehearing were filed. Upon the following order was announced on April 23, 1895. It is ordered by the court that the consideration of the two petitions for rehearing of these cases be reserved until Monday, May 6 next, when the full bench is expected. And in that event, two counsels on the side will be heard at that time. April 8th, 1895. This was a bill filed by Charles Pollock, a citizen of the state of Massachusetts, on the behalf of himself and other stockholders of the defendant company similarly situated against Framers Loan and Trust Company, a corporation of the state of New York, and the directors alleging that the capital stock of the corporation consisted of 1 million divided into 40,000 shares of the par value of 25 each, and that the company was authorized to invest its assets in the public stocks and bonds of the United States, the individual states, and the incorporated city and county, or in such real or personal securities as it might deem proper, and also to take and accept and execute all such trusts, of every description as might be committed to it by person to person or any corporation, by grant, assignment, devise, or bequest, or by order of any court of record of New York, and receive and take the real estate which might be subject to that such of a trust, that the property and the assets of the company amounted more than 5 million, or which at least 1 million was invested in real estate owned by the company in fee, and at least 2 million in bonds of the city of New York, and at least 1 million in bonds and stocks of other corporations of the United States. That the net profits of the income of the defendant company during the year ending December 31st, 1894 amounted to more than the sum of 3 million above its actual operation and business expenses, including losses of interest on bonded and other indebtedness, that is real estate, and a company derived income from 50,000 per annum after deducting all the county, state, and municipal tax fees. And the company derived its income from the profit 60,000 per annum for its investments in municipal bonds. See, now here's the thing. They only supposed to tax uh, companies that made profit from investments. They never had permission or the right to tax y'all as individuals, right? They switched it up when they did the 16th Amendment. What y'all really got to realize is the 16th Amendment cannot stand. Why? Because it's called first in time, first in line. Anything that existed before they made that 16th Amendment is still in effect. And the number one thing is slavery. That's the number one thing. If they take any part of your labor without paying you, that is slavery. Child support, slavery. All of that stuff is slavery. But y'all been dumbed down and turned into sheeple that y'all don't even realize or know that it is slavery. They're taking your labor, right? When they take labor from you and they don't compensate you, that is slavery. Money is only a tool to store labor. That's the only reason why y'all ain't on a barter system. A barter system, the butcher, I need some of his meat, whether it's chicken, beef, or whatever. I'm a carpenter. Well, the butcher's shop is brand new. He doesn't need a carpenter right now. So the problem was, me and him couldn't make a deal. He didn't need my services. We couldn't barter, right? So what would happen is I can't get no meat, right? So money became a storage of labor, which said, check it, I'm going to give you this money or a IOU. So when you do need it, my labor, you can get it from me. Or I'm going to give you gold and silver where you could trade this gold and silver for someone else's labor that you do need. That is the money system, y'all. Plain and simple, that's the money system. So money is a tool to store labor. So if they take portions of your money, they just took your labor for free. Slavery. Slavery. See, I have to readjust your mind. I have to make you think about this shit properly so you could see what's being done to you and everyone else. Right? If they were to take you out your home and make you work a few months without pay, you would know it was slavery. Dog, why you even write that? I mean, does that really have anything to do with what I'm talking about? Or are you trying to just take people's minds off of what I'm talking about? Let me show y'all what he wrote. A court of equity has jurisdiction to prevent a threatened breach of trust in the misapplication or diversion of the funds of a corporation by illegal payments out of its capital or profits. What that got to do with it being slavery and they taking tax money? See, someone like you believe you a smart guy, right? He's saying that's from the syllabus. I understood where you read it from, right? But here's the problem. Does that really have something to do with what I'm talking about? What I'm talking about, them not having the right to take your money? Does that have, see, y'all get caught up in case law, not knowing what's the objective, what was the point. And then y'all can't recreate it anyway. I'm showing you how to get off of paying taxes for everyone. And it works for everyone. Taxes or slavery in America is illegal and always had been illegal, even before the United States was formed. It's in the Articles of Association, it's in the Articles of Confederation. Slavery is illegal. But see, y'all been taught in school slavery was cool. They just got rid of slavery. That y'all were taught, oh, slavery's cool if you're a felon. That ain't what the Articles of Association said. That's not what the Articles of Confederation said. Those are above the Constitution. Those are considered the supreme law of the land according to the Constitution. What part of the Constitution is called the Supremacy Clause, right? So I want you to relearn what you're learning and follow me for your remedy. If you can't do that, you can't get no remedy. You might as well just stop listening to me. Just keep on doing your life the way you're doing it and getting the results that you're getting. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be successful at this. You may not become rich if you can't follow the reasoning. Everyone knows slavery is wrong, but every day y'all accept slavery. Every day y'all try to enforce slavery on other people. Like if you hit me up, I'm on the radio for free teaching y'all. You hit me up outside of the radio and you asking for my time and to talk to you about your personal problems, that's slavery. You're trying to enslave me. I won't do it. Why? If you want to talk to me about your own personal problems, you're going to have to get a consultation and pay me for my time. So I give you my physical labor, and you're going to give me a tool that your labor is stored in. So now we got equivalent exchange. That's how it works. This is why I think women are crazy. Women think a man's supposed to go out there and work and give her his money and pay her bills. That's slavery. She gives labor for free. No, it don't work that way. Now, you're a woman, you don't have to give me money. But guess what you're going to have to do? Help me with whatever the hell I want help with. You're going to have to give me your labor. If I'm giving you my labor in the form of money, when I say, yo, go pick up my dry cleaning, you're going to go do that. And don't argue about it. Because I'm giving you money, I gave you my labor without arguing. Right? If you got to cook for me, so what? I gave you my labor in the form of money. You're going to have to give me your labor by cooking me a nice, nutritious meal that'll keep me alive, keep me from being sick, so I can keep on living to take care of you. That's called equivalent exchange. That is what's supposed to happen. But women today, these modern women, not all women, modern women, they want to enslave niggas. They be talking crazy shit like, oh my God, you want my phone number? Well, here's my Cash App. Cash App me some money. I gotta pay you for your phone number? Oh my God. Yo, that's prostitution. That's prostitution if I gotta pay you to get your number. That's prostitution if I have to pay you to take you out to feed you. It don't work that way, boo-boo. Stop listening to the city girls, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj. Stop listening to them nonsense ass songs. It's gonna keep you alone, boo, by yourself. Your kids ain't gonna have a father to help raise them. Women need a man in their life just for structure. He's logical. You need that logic. You can't be left alone to your emotions. Why? Most women, not all, most women, if a woman is left alone when she gets sad, she gonna spend some money. She happy, she gonna spend some money. She depressed, she gonna spend some money. She be spending money she don't even have. You got a man, he gonna say, nah, don't do that. You can't afford that. Nah, let's sit down. Let's work out. Let's do all types of things. He's gonna try to stop you from doing something that's gonna harm yourself, right? Now, don't get me wrong. That's not all men. There are a bunch of men out there, right? That ain't about nothing. He gonna help you do that bullshit. But it's not in a woman's nature to mess with a man like that. Women look for men that can help them in life. They're not really supposed to be looking for the weakest men. They're supposed to be looking for the strongest men. That's just facts. With that being said, I ain't forgot. It's Consultation Wednesday. Now, I know I didn't finish the court case. Why? Because I'm going to go over it inside the webinar and show you where they said it was on. Hold on. Let me read this part to you. The bill further charged that the income tax provision of the acts were likely unconstitutional, in that the way they imposed a tax on incomes not taxable under the Constitution. Likewise, income derived from stocks and bonds of the states of the United States and the counties and municipalities therein, which stocks and bonds are among the means of instrumentalities employed for carrying on their respective governments, and are not proper subject of taxing power of Congress, and which states and counties and municipalities are independent of general government of the United States, respective stocks, bonds, which are together the power of the states to borrow in any form of exempt from federal taxation. Other grounds of unconstitutionality were assigned, and the violation of Article 4 and 5 of the Constitution asserted. See, in this case, it tells you it's unconstitutional. It tells you what they can tax. I read to you Monday. Congress itself said it didn't have the power to tax all the things that it's taxing right now. And it's destroying the nation. Go back and listen to Monday's show, right? You're going to learn all of this in the tax webinar, and you're going to learn how to defeat them in the tax injunction webinar and never have to pay taxes again. With that being said, let me open up the call lines. I'm going to 774-467. Peace to the God. Peace.
Mr. Jonah, how are you? Peace, love, and wave grease. Good
Thank
to talk to you again.
I said.
Very
you know,
great,
when you
great.
melanated, you need some damn hair grease.
That's what it is.
You got a beard. You need some damn beard oil, especially if you wanted to grow like mine, bro.
I'm working on it. You ain't telling me nothing. I didn't keep your beard like a year ago. I'm trying to get there.
Facts.
But I appreciate what you went over today. I didn't I just signed into Blog Talk. I was trying to find the link on you actually, you know what? Solar Child actually dropped a link. Right. I'm gonna go over this afterwards.
Right.
I did wanna ask you.
Well, it's Constitution Wednesday, Consultation Wednesday. You could ask me anything.
I appreciate you. Okay. So I've been trying to figure this out for a while, right? Let's see. How do I trace and verify the county that my straw man is in? I've been watching the non-UCC webinar over and over again. Mm-hmm. But just for context, I was naturalized.
Right.
So I'm sure it's similar, but it's still different.
You melanated?
Factual. Yes, sir.
So you're Moor?
I am. I'm
Why you hesitate?
I'm West African. I'm looking to.
You mean to tell me Moors didn't live in West Africa? They claim that Moors. They claim that Moors came from West Africa. They claim Moors, Americans, aren't Moroccan, but we know the truth. Yo, you a Moor, my nigga. Did you know that no matter where you live in the world,
I'm looking to claim my con.
No matter where you live in the world, they cannot take away you being a Moorish subject. There is no laws as a Moor that would take away your Moorish citizenship. So the question is, How did they take your Moorish citizenship away? You never obtained it because you didn't know about it. Right. You never declared it.
I think a couple of weeks back he talked about they really took it away through the 14th Amendment. I think it was Ben.
Right. You got to understand what's higher, treaties or the Constitution?
Treaties.
Okay. Now also, constitutionally, is the amendment in force and effect if it was never ratified or properly amended? Do you know in the archives, I read the whole congressional record proving it was never ratified. Matter of fact, the southern states never came back and allowed it to go through. What the government did is what the same shit they do today. They'll destroy your government and put in some pawns to act like they the government and say it's ratified. But on the record of the congressional record, it's never been ratified. But I don't even care about that. Reason why I don't care, because treaty law is what applies to me. So don't worry about it, bro. Come March 20th, 2023, I got you. Another webinar that's going to show you how to get all that. Feel me? I got that answer.
I'll tell you this though, because I'm in a position where I'm really trying to get myself ready for court so I can make these claims. So I'm trying to get my DVAs right and stuff like that.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna hold you. The treaty injunction, the way I set it up, it ain't even gonna matter if you got all of that. I want y'all to have all of that to learn the process of law, right? And you got to remember, at the time, it was necessary because that's the way I understood it. I'm on a whole new level on how to get y'all everything y'all want. I'm a whole new person now. It ain't the same. So don't worry about it. Just worry about comprehending what I'm saying. Worry about like the way I broke down to y'all tonight about taxes. It's slavery. Long as you know that.
Yeah, I need all that. I need all that.
Long as you understand that, I can make you tax free. if you can't understand how it's slavery, I can't make you tax free. You feel me?
Well, let me. I don't want to take too much time because now I'm just feeling selfish. I'm getting the idea of it is like spoiling me. But I'll say this. So I had because I was on the court and satisfaction webinar. So I sent that to the IRS, and I was going to get that lawsuit off. But you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to catch up, make sure my DVAs is right and all this
here's
stuff.
my
So
thing.
I can just come in.
Here's my thing. Come the first, you're gonna be doing a tax injunction. You don't give a fuck about a court and satisfaction. You don't owe them money. They owe you money.
Exactly.
Dog. So I don't really want to talk about a court and satisfaction. That was a method that we used years ago. We on a whole new method now.
Right. All right. Well, I'll say this. I'm like, I want to get the treaties, and I want to get the tax injunction.
Right.
But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get
Nigga,
there.
you should have.
So
Christmas should have been you getting these prepared for these webinars because it's going to change your life. Going out spending money, getting some girl to pressure you to spend money for the kids ain't going to change your life. I don't know what to tell you. You might have to sell something. You might have to borrow money. You might have to team up with a few of your friends, and one person buys the webinar, and y'all all sit at his house and watch it.
Joe, I'm trying to tell you, like I'm you like 15 years ago. I got temp labor. You feel me? I ain't been locked up for more than 6 hours, but they gonna hear about that. You feel me? That case is
I understand, but what I'm saying is, make sure you don't miss the webinars. Do whatever it takes to get it done.
That's where the cash cow is, huh?
You know what I mean? Well, the cash cow really was when I did that 241, 242 webinar for suits. According to what you just heard, you need that webinar so you can sue all the motherfuckers and get some get back, plus get some money. So whenever you get a chance, you want to pick up that webinar.
Like 3 webinars in mind I need to get from you.
Yeah, everyone needs these next. The one I just did, 241, the last one. Everyone needs this tax one. Everyone gonna need this treaty one. And I'm not even gonna lie. If it goes the way I know it's gonna go, where it's already started moving, I might retire. Because I already got y'all all the way to the end, and ain't no point in me saying nothing else. You know what I mean? All y'all got to do is just go in the archives. If I'm a billionaire, I don't need no more money. So it ain't no point of me doing shit no more. It might be over real soon. For me.
I mean, that's ambitious. You just gonna retire? The goal, and that's gonna be it. Like,
I'm gonna do stand-up comedy. And I'm only doing that to have something to do. And I like talking, but I ain't gonna be really teaching. Well, I'm lying. In my stand-up, I'm probably gonna teach lessons, but not like I'm teaching.
I mean, how could you not? How could you not? It's like a part of you now.
Right. It's a part of me, but not like the way I do it now. It'll be more for the humor of it, right?
Right.
I'll probably do a few choice classes, have a secret group where we'll be putting together our own Moorish government, reconstituting it. But me being out in the front teaching, I'm not doing that. I get my money and all that. I'm retired, my nigga. I don't even like teaching.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
A lot of people I don't even like. I can't get along with them. I can't even get along with most people because I can't understand how they think and they don't understand how I think. So I don't want to be around them. But while I'm teaching, I just got to put up with everyone's personality. You know what I mean? You a New Yorker, so I already kind of understand what you're saying. Y'all
yo, New York's a different type of place. Like y'all are just built for it. And and like the rest of us are kind of like we got our own ways of thinking. But I mean, you got to realize like that is the most aggressive place.
Right.
You feel me? Like on earth. And
but I'm so sorry, bro. I gotta cut you. We only got 15 minutes left, and I only had you.
I hear you. I'm gonna catch you on Friday. I appreciate it.
All right, peace, God. All right, so I'm going to 636-249. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the God.
What up, God?
How we doing today, Jones?
I'm doing wonderful, magnificent, and great. How you doing?
All right. Hey, yo, I feel all the enthusiasm. Hey, yo, that time is coming up for real. Like this would be like for sure my third time hearing you say that. Yo, we at the end, y'all. It's gonna be over. And I'm gonna go ahead and hang my hat up and
if I've cut off the IRS from ever taking taxes from you, right? Mm-hmm. You don't need no trust no more. The only reason why you're gonna be using your trust is to control your kids, to make sure they do what you want them to do from this point on forever into the future, right? But normally we were trying to do trust, to stop them from taxing. Nah, now you're gonna use the trust to give your family, your kids, your grandkids, your great-great-grand have instructions from the man who made it all possible, the woman who make it all possible. That's what you're gonna have the trust for, right?
Generational wealth.
Yes. Now, and always leave all of that in trust where your kids can't sell it, right? But then the treaty injunction is making them, the whole world, recognize you as a Moor, as a title of nobility, not just in religious name, a real fucking Moor, right? And being that you are a real Moor, they gotta do restitution or reparations. So if I get y'all reparations, what's left for me to fucking teach? I'm at the end.
You got that. We had that title of nobility for once and for all, and it's been honored and honored. Period.
Right. We at the end. Ain't nothing more to say after that.
Right. Big facts. All right. Hey, well, I got one question. You know what I'm saying? You spoke on this before, but we can always go back to archives. But I don't know if you really said what I'm getting ready to ask.
What's that?
So even when it comes down to those taxes, we pay general taxes. Like you go to the grocery store and those taxes.
Remember, I read remember what I read yesterday, right? What I read yesterday. All of those taxes is illegal according to Congress itself, and it destroys the American way of life. The reason why y'all have lost, according to Congress, 96 cents on every dollar y'all spend. Y'all lost 96 cents. It's because when you go to the store, they got all them taxes on all those products.
Big facts, and that right there is going to project a new world economy where they're gonna have to have free education. They're gonna have to have
you understand
free insurance.
It was supposed to be that way. It was supposed to be. It was originally that way. They got rid of all of that shit. Now, do y'all know in Canada, Canadians get a check from the government every year? They get like $3,850 just for being a Canadian. You know who's paying that? Y'all people in North America through y'all's taxes pay Canada. Y'all also pay England that too. But England get way more money than that. This is what I'm trying to tell you. They've had you as slaves.
Paying for their wars and everything else. It's crazy.
You know what I mean?
All right, well, I'm going to yield the floor. I appreciate it.
All right, peace, God. Wonderful talking to you.
Peace, God. Thanks.
All right, I'm going to the next caller. 210-665. You see me shaking. I gotta pee for real. But I'm gonna try to keep on going to the end of the show. I've been drinking too much water. 210-665. Peace to the God. 210-665. You got me muted? Are you muted? You can't hear me? Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. See, I hear you now.
Hello?
What's up? I was
Hello?
just about to leave.
Okay. Appreciate it, sir.
No doubt.
Concerning the greetings to everybody and all the listeners. Concerning your super injunction, I got a question for
You
the public office.
did you do the regular injunction, brother?
Not yet. I'm working
Then
on
you
that.
can't do the super injunction. You got to do a regular injunction.
Okay.
Y'all don't see that y'all are trying to jump to 2 before y'all get to 1? The regular injunction is number 1. I'm sure. I don't know why all, not just you, a whole bunch of newbies just try to do a super injunction instead of an injunction. How the hell are you going to get it to go everywhere until you get it to go one place where you live? It don't work that way, bro. When you started kindergarten, you started in kindergarten. You didn't go from being around your moms into 3rd grade. Why? It couldn't work. You got to take baby steps, man. Y'all have taken mad years to get into this shit. It's going to take a while to get out. You can't just do it overnight. So I declined to answer your question on the super injunction because it's the wrong thing for you to do.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right, God,
Okay,
you got
now
any
the
other
next
questions
question.
about something else?
Yes, sir. On that Texas injunction.
All right. Now we
When
talking.
you send it 3 times, when you send it to the Attorney General, Sheriff, and the
Governor.
Governor,
And it's
do
not
they-
just one
do they
sheriff.
each have-
It's not one sheriff. It's 3 different sheriffs. 3 different sheriffs of 3 different counties that you drive in.
Okay. Do they have their own individual
No,
injunction?
no. What you want to do,
Or it's the same one?
it's the same one. What you want to do is at the top where you got you versus public trustee, right? What you do is you put all the names up there. You put the name of the governor, you put the name of the sheriffs, you put the attorney general, all in the header at the top, right? Then at the bottom of the page where you see seeing, you put all their names and addresses. So now you only have to send one injunction out to everyone. The only thing you change is each time you send it, you're going to do first notice. Then the second notice, you're going to change that to second notice, opportunity to cure with the date. And then the third one, you're going to say third notice, default with the date. That's the only thing you're going to have to change on. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Peace, that. God. No doubt. All right. I'm going to 321-291. Peace to the God. Peace. God dang, I got to pee.
I'm going to be quick.
All right.
I'm going to be quick, Jonah. That case is mad long, but it's good.
Yes, it is. See, that's why I had to jump through it and just to show them where it says it's unconstitutional. You know what I mean? Because ain't no way I'd have sat there and read the whole thing. I would have to do a 3-hour show again.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good read. I have 2 quick questions.
Yes.
One, the affidavit that you have on your website about entering court. without them charging them, which is in the Constitution also. Would that suffice in using that for your 241, 242 suit, or would it be best to just pay?
I always use the Constitution because it is a 241, 242 suit, and 1983 is based on a violation of the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So you want to go in the Constitution and find something that they didn't do that the Constitution says they were supposed to do, and that's what you're suing them over. A violation of your rights protected by that Constitution.
Absolutely. And that would be a state constitution?
I love the state's constitution better than the federal. It has more in it, but you can use both. It don't matter because check it. If I'm doing a 241, 242 suit here in Georgia, right? Georgia is the jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I got it going to federal court, Georgia Constitution is very much can be used because I'm in Georgia, right? But I also use the federal Constitution to just show that the most of the Fed Constitution and the state Constitution says the same thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what's missing out of the Fed, I use the state because the state has it and the Fed don't.
That's how I use it in my case. I bounce back and forth to whatever fits my needs. My second question was, in doing that 241 suit, you only could afford finding two addresses, say the officer and say the judge.
You can just go after
Would
two
that
people.
suffice?
You can go after two people and get them and get paid off of them. They violated you. You see what I'm saying? But the more people, the more tight that case is, the more you're gonna get paid.
True. Makes sense. All right, that was my question, Jonah Bay. Appreciate it, and we love you, man. Peace.
Thank you, brother. I love you too. Peace to the God. No homo. All right, that's our show for today. We only got 3 minutes left. It's about to say it in 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 90 seconds. Oh, it didn't even say it yet. But anyway, I got a piece, so we up out of here. All right, peace to the gods.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, Instagram, y'all gonna chill for a second.